Why is Africa so divided? This simple question reveals a painful truth. Africa, a continent rich in resources and diverse cultures, bears the deep scars of colonialism. European powers, driven by greed, carved up Africa like a prize. They ignored existing boundaries and cultural ties. This division, etched into the very fabric of the continent, continues to haunt Africa today. The arbitrary borders drawn by colonial rulers grouped together people with different languages, religions, and traditions. This forced proximity, often within the same nation-state, led to conflicts and instability. Colonialism's legacy is evident in the ethnic tensions and political struggles that plague many African nations. The question remains, can Africa overcome its colonial past? Can it heal the wounds of division and forge a new path towards unity and prosperity? Colonial powers employed cunning strategies to maintain their grip on Africa. One such strategy was divide and rule. Europeans deliberately exacerbated existing tensions between different ethnic groups. They favored certain groups over others, creating resentment and mistrust that linger to this day. Another strategy was economic dependency. Colonizers forced Africans into producing raw materials for European industries. This exploitation left African economies underdeveloped and reliant on their former rulers. This economic dependence continues to hinder Africa's progress. These divisive tactics were not accidental. They were calculated to weaken African societies and make them easier to control. The impact of these policies is still felt today, hampering Africa's ability to unite and prosper. The ghost of colonialism continues to haunt Africa. The arbitrary borders remain. Ethnic conflicts fueled by past divisions still erupt. Many African nations struggle with weak institutions and widespread corruption, a direct result of colonial policies designed to extract wealth without investing in development. The legacy of colonialism is also visible in the cultural sphere. African languages and traditions were suppressed. European languages and cultures were imposed, leading to a loss of identity and self-worth. This cultural alienation further complicates the path to unity. Despite these challenges, Africa is resilient. It yearns for unity. It possesses the potential to overcome the wounds of the past and forge a brighter future. Section 4. Forging a New Path. Strategies for African Unity and Development. Africa's path to unity and development requires a multi-pronged approach. Education is paramount. By investing in quality education, African nations can empower their citizens. Education can foster critical thinking, promote tolerance, and equip future generations with the skills to compete in the global economy. Regional integration and trade agreements are crucial. By breaking down barriers to trade and movement, African countries can create larger markets. This can attract investment, stimulate economic growth, and lift millions out of poverty. Infrastructure development is also essential. Connecting African nations through modern roads, railways, and energy grids can facilitate trade and communication. This interconnectedness can foster a sense of shared destiny and accelerate development. Section 5. Africa's Renaissance, a future forged in unity. The dream of a united and prosperous Africa is within reach. By acknowledging the wounds of the past, embracing its diversity, and working together, Africa can overcome the challenges it faces. The continent possesses immense potential. Its vast natural resources, youthful population, and entrepreneurial spirit are assets that, if properly harnessed, can propel Africa to new heights. African unity is not a utopian ideal. It is a necessity. It is the key to unlocking Africa's true potential. By embracing unity, Africa can reclaim its rightful place on the world stage as a beacon of progress, innovation, and cultural richness. The journey will be long and arduous, but the rewards of a united and prosperous Africa are well worth the effort.